some people have a day job, you know, proper job. Just coming here and eating fish goujons, sorry. Anyway, welcome back to Live from Bernica Bar, filmed right here at the Chelsea Bistro. So last week, was it last week? It's actually 2 days ago, but let's pretend it was last week. We were talking about, I think I'm going through my health and fitness thing. Am I? Help me out here. Just remind me, because I've got a terrible memory. I do write things down on the back of these cards. Don't have much, just little lines. Problem is, I keep forgetting to look at them. So I know you lot are actors in here. Try and memorize things, because I've got zero memory. So when I come out here to talk, and you think, that's a really nice little script, it's bullshit. Nothing is planned. I'm thinking now, what have I got to tell them? I remember now, yeah. So we're talking about health last week, weren't we? And Coca-Cola and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, you do know, how's the suit, by the way, with the tie? Are we all right with this? Yeah? You may have noticed I've been to the coiffeur today. I've been cultivating this beard. I don't know how good it is. Is it all right? It's a bit grey though, isn't it? Have I got a mirror? Oh, did I do makeup? No, I didn't. Just as well, I have got such good classic features and lines, I don't need the makeup. So, back to the health stuff. So, you will be pleased to know I'm going to make this an announcement on national TV, even though this show doesn't broadcast further than the main road. I'm going to tell you all. I have lost 1 kilo in weight. Thank God. Oh, well, bear in mind, and I'm going to be honest with you here, please don't laugh, because, you know, it's sensitive to me that I've been trying to lose 4 kilos now for the last 3.5 years. Now, I admit it's slow, but it's just really hard. So I'm trying to motivate. Hey, where's the computer gone? Didn't I have a computer here before? Oh, don't tell me. We've got a man in the background who's going to operate things for us. This is getting real high budget, this place. This is big budget show right here. So I thought I would motivate myself by looking at gym videos. You know, because I thought, well, now that I've actually lost 1 kilo, I'm really motivated to start doing the gym. I love the way the women do it. I love the way the women do it. You see, the difference between men and women in the gym, a man's a real burra, right? He goes in, tough guy here, like this. And the women, they don't care. They just want to make sure they've got the right angle for Instagram, this way. As long as it looks good, that's the one for me. They don't care about the training, just as long as they look good. So, I thought I would motivate myself by having a look at some gym stuff on TV. And I've got to tell you, it's really put me off. Do you want to see some of this? Come on, Mirsad, let's see what... We just know what's going to happen with this dude. Is he a complete moron or just half a moron? Hang on. No, he's a complete moron. This is what I want to do. Look at that. And this is the problem with being a burra when you go to the gym. Now, I've got a feeling this is my... oh, yeah, another tough guy. Look at that. Tough guy. He wants to look cool. The muscles are going up now. Look at that. Bang. Goodbye. What a putz. Where's my favourite? Oh, no. Oh, he's nuts. They're going to go. There you go. And look, this is the problem for me. You just know that this guy does not look like an athlete, does he? He just doesn't. What is he thinking of? No! Don't do it! That hurts a lot. And that is the reason. Oh, Superman's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Superman. And look, can you blame me? Is everybody dead now on that video, Mirsad? Have they all killed themselves? Oh, no, I've got one more clown. Oh, it has to be a girl. We know what's going to happen. It's going wrong. And look, this is one of the reasons I don't think I can be bothered going to the gym. Can somebody tell me what this guy's doing? I know he's tickling his arms. That's what he's tickling his arms. And then listen to what he says. He's wondering why the guy's filming him. He looks across between a spider and a... Oh, this is my favourite. I hope this is the last. This is my favourite. Give him some help, somebody. Bring him round. That's it. That'll bring you around. Come on. There's only one way to do it. Come on, give him a slap. That's it. Go and kill him. And that is the reason I don't want to go to the gym. Because nobody wants to get injured, do they? Do they want to get... Do you lot go to the gym? You don't look like it from here. Does anybody go to the gym? Oh, listen to that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I go. Because I got my iPhone. And it's literally... I mean, media is so fast. It's literally straight from the button into the phone, into the World Wide Web. The whole planet can see it. It's incredible. Years ago, it would take you weeks to do something like that. And I'm very proud you go to the gym. You don't look like it, but I'm sure you're quite fit. Is that the phone? A moment, please. Hello? Guest joke? You don't have to... What? I thought that was a butterfly. You're coming in to dine with me, aren't you? Because you know about our goujons. It's Flutra Zymi. Yes!
Hello.
Oh, I know how you are. Come and sit down. Oh. Welcome to hell. It's just like, I was just reading some of your stuff. Oh, we're going to have some fun here tonight. In fact, we've already had a little chat before, haven't we?
Yes.
We know the same people. Enemies. Your enemies. My friend. It's not going to go well. But before that, what can I offer? Sorry. Abedon me pi?
Me pi diçka po një gjys të portokallit ose një lang të portokallit.
Fresh orange juice. I'll tell you what we've got. And you're not having, don't have anything soft. What about Van Barthe, Van Kutcher? What about gin and tonic? Are you going to tell me you don't drink?
Yes, I drink.
So what do you drink? We want to get you The only way to get you talking on this show is pile you with alcohol.
I usually like Jack Daniels.
Jack
whiskey
Daniels.
sometimes, yeah.
Jack
and then
Daniels,
I like this
cruise?
cocktail, sour cream kind of.
This is a bistro. We're a restaurant. We're a fine dining experience.
Okay.
But we should be able to make something for you. Chef in the kitchen, do we have any kind of Jack Daniels here? Yeah, we do. Can we get you a Jack Daniels on the rocks?
If you insist.
Start spreading the news. Ba, 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 da. Why does that... Well, you going to respond then. Hang on a second. Start spreading the news. Ba, 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 da, ba. I'm leaving today. Ba, 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 da, ba. I am so impressed with you lot. You really got into the swing. Are you all... Are you like that? Or no? We are going to get into so much trouble. We're going to get thrown off air. Sorry, Flutra, but we were saying that last week was National... What's the word? What's the word? See how they all clam up. It was National Marijuana Day.
Oh, I thought that it's Earth Day because it was the 22nd of April was the Earth Day.
Yeah, but whereas I know what National Marijuana Day is, I don't know what National Earth Day is. What is National Earth Day?
Maybe just awareness that
sorry,
take
I'm going to
care
get you a water while
about
we're
the
fixing
earth?
Can we get you a water while we're fixing the Jack Daniels?
Okay.
Is that all right? So carry on. Earth Day is...
Yes, so it's a day that somehow brings us awareness of what we're doing to the earth and how we are destroying it every day for our needs and never-ending needs. So it's like, but now it became more like a trend, like everybody's doing something only in that day.
This is the problem. It's got trendy. We
Yeah.
had this discussion before, so I want to tell you lot, right? It's very important that we care about the environment because what we're saying is we care about us. But I don't care about us. I do care about the planet, and I know.
So therefore, we need more people who care about us, don't you think?
Yeah, but I don't care about us. I don't care about this slot. Well, I mean, I do for tonight. For tonight, I care about you. But what I'm saying is this, and this is a fact. If all us lot disappeared right now, God help me, just get rid of them quick. If we all disappeared right tonight, the whole planet, tell us what would happen. How would this look in 50 years' time?
Green.
Green.
And we should understand that the Earth...
Hey, you Jack Daniels with Coke? With Coke or without Coke?
No, okay with Coke because it's too
Would you like
strong.
me to pour some? Because we're trying to give good service here. So I'd like to do it for you. Would you like some?
Yes, please.
How much Coke do I put in? Because I'm not
I will
a drinker.
let you know. You can start.
Does it got to go frothier?
That's fine.
That's it?
Thank you.
You won't last 10 minutes. That's a strong Jack. Wait, please. Wait.
Okay.
Everything's very smooth now. Have you noticed the sliding up and down of the chair? We've got everything organised and high budget now. So I'm going to have myself a Van Barther. So I've got the...
Van te Barthe.
Barther.
Barthe.
Barther.
Yes,
Barthe. I got it right. I realised that I've got the wrong glass, but it doesn't matter. We can say gazur.
Gazur.
And to your good health. And
yes, good health,
yours as well. Hang on.
Very good health. Whew.
Maybe that wasn't such a good idea, actually.
I think, hopefully
Hang
not.
on, we need to make sure we can see you, because I keep getting told off for making a mess everywhere. But look, we had a very interesting chat before, didn't we? I'm only getting notes out, so remember what to ask you.
Do I remember
these
what?
are my notes. No, you can't see them. I'm just saying, we had a chat before, didn't we? We've got a friend in common. This is where things go wrong. This is where things go really wrong. So, we had an interesting performance a few weeks ago, because my friend, so I'll tell them, my friend Harvey was making a film, an English film, in Gamir, right? And one day he phones me up, he said, "You're not going to believe this, can't use all the words, went and stopped our filming." Well, we've been discussing this for weeks, me and Harvey. When we find that person, what we're going to do when we find that person that stopped us filming. Now, hang on. You had your reasons.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, and got mixed up.
Doesn't matter how much power they have. When they come to the law, everyone is the same.
Yes.
So
but
just
what
to
happened,
understand that.
This is a mix-up, and it's actually not your fault. You did the right thing, but so did Harvey.
I think the situation was there that because the officials who work in the municipality, they don't do a proper job, and that's why we have all this kind of degradation of nature. They don't do proper job.
Oh, you mean they don't do the job properly?
Properly, yeah. So basically, they don't lead the rules and the guidelines and the law before they give this permit. And when I noticed that it's going to be a shooting and Park of Gërmia is a protected zone, and especially in that zone that there was shooting.
They were in a car park. They were in the middle of a car park.
Oh, please, okay, I will not get upset. Please don't get upset.
I want to get upset. Okay, no, when you get upset on this show.
It's not where they were shooting. It's no car park. That didn't exist. Anyway. So they got the permit in a very wrong way, which they shouldn't. And if all these millions that are coming as a donation to our country to have a country who will provide a law and will be equal to each of us, then that's their job, you know, to kind of properly do this thing. So the municipality did the wrong thing. And then I complained, and then I went to the meeting with them, and then they still was trying to say, no, it's not like this, it's not like that. I said, okay, you have 30 days, and then after 30 days, I sued the municipality for such a thing.
Yeah, but in that time, Harvey wanted to shoot you. In that time, Harvey was ready to shoot you. Actually, he didn't know it was you. But you know what we should do? Because we discussed this before about the environment. I'm actually a little bit of
you should tell Harvey, should tell Harvey that I was still nice, because they canceled the permit, and I could basically go there, and because I knew that the municipality will not stop them, But I could go with the police and stop them. But knowing how much they have to invest, because I'm an actress and a theater director myself, and knowing how much they invested and it's not their fault, then it was, I think, another 5 days they will finish. So if it was a damage, it was already done
Hang
there.
on. What if you would have been in that movie? Would you have complained?
Yes, of course, if I will still...
What, you're on the set, I'm complaining about being
No,
on the set.
I didn't.
I refuse to act in it.
Not from the set. Before I start, I will ask if they got the correct permit for shooting in this area.
What are the chances, do you think, of getting a real, honest answer out of this lot? Because we can ask them some questions.
Okay.
How many people really, I just want you to put the hands up, and I want you to do one thing that you've probably never done before. Don't lie. Right? Just be honest if you can, or rather you've never been honest before, because I can tell by the faces. Students, they never ever tell the truth. What time do you call this? Oh, well, you know, it was... But let's ask them. I want you to put your hands up. Those people that really believe that the ozone layer, or whatever else we do, is destroying our environment, and you care that much about it, you will change the way you live. How many people feel like that? Put your hands up and be honest.
What?
That, I'm afraid to say, because we might not agree, that is honest. Because they may realize the implications of changing their lives to be green. Mm-hmm. Look what we have to do to be green.
We have a lot
We asked
of
this before. Where did your clothes come from?
China,
India, Pakistan. Look at this. This is China in here. You look at all those labourers. If they were real labourers,
yeah, but it's us who need to change these things. It's us who need to change these things.
But how do you change the...
Do something.
Did I hear a
no,
voice?
but we change these things, but you know, by doing things, by sharing things. Like, for example, if this case with shooting in protected zone, and if people they watch this and they knew about this, then they have more awareness that, you know, before they're doing something like that, they should read the law and some rules and guidelines, because then we have, I mean, I think all of you know what happens to our nature for all this
They know
kind
nothing.
of...
Trust me, I've spoken to them. But this guy here has made a good point. He just said, because he nearly missed that, we're prepared to do some of it.
Some of it.
And one of the problems we've got is that every government, all of a sudden, we've got to be sustainable. We've got to bring our carbon emissions down to zero. We can't do that in 10 years. Boris Johnson thinks we can, but he's clinically insane, and he's taken a lot of drugs in the past. We can't do it that quickly, can we? We just can't. How long does it take to change the way?
It just depends in the government will, in political will. If we have that will, you can change things faster. If we don't have that will, of course, they will go years and years and years, but we shouldn't give up.
Well, tell me one thing.
That's the point.
Why do I stay at home in London, right? Mm-hmm. Although this is half my home now, I'm not 50-50. In fact, I might even be more Albanian than I'm English now.
Yeah, I can understand you why.
Yeah, we'll go into that later.
Who doesn't like to live in the free world
actually,
when the law kind of doesn't exist?
Do you know something? You've got a good point here, because it's actually freer. And I've discussed this with you a lot before. There is no freedom of speech anymore. Freedom of speech has gone. Except one champion came forward yesterday to try and change the world. Who was it? What happened yesterday? Come on, you student. Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Who?
What do you mean? Did she say who?
I told you I don't have TV.
Elon Musk. Who?
I told you I don't have TV.
You do know Elon Musk?
Yes.
Okay, he's clinically insane, but he's a genius. He's a genius. And
what he did now?
Well, he bought Twitter.
Oh, he bought Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but let me.
So he's going to control now more with the Twitter, or?
Well, we could argue about that. Hang on, your food has come. For the first time ever, I've got some. You must have realised I was hungry and I couldn't live without food. Thank you. Anyway, please enjoy. This is fish goujons from our chef. We make them fresh, of course, all the time. Please feel to eat and talk which I know we shouldn't do, but we don't care.
But what if I'm not so hungry? Can I take him with me later?
Do you know what this lot do when they see a plate of those? 7 seconds
if
is the longest they've ever...
interested,
You don't want to try one? I've got something else. Chef in the kitchen, chef in the kitchen.
No, it's fine, because I'm not hungry.
Could I have some olive oil and some lemon, please?
No need to make more food. No need, please.
No, I've got something special for you.
Okay.
I've got something prepared to... Olive oil, please, and some salt. Thank you. No, olive oil. Oh, what's olive oil? Olive oil. Hang on. I've got something very special for you here, because... Oh, what are you laughing at? Because, listen, this is beautiful. Now, I don't know if you know what this is. It's Quercus meridindus, and it comes from just outside our bistro. And I've been told, with a little bit of olive oil, please, and pak kip, a little bit, krip. And basically, they are very dainty. You take one. Would you like to try one? Yeah. Listen.
But it's like a salad, like you eat salad.
Well, eat it. Go on. Is it all right? Is it edible? Because we've got an ambulance waiting outside, just in case. How is it? Don't tell me it's all right.
It's a bit like a salad and...
This is the brown... Have you seen that brown tree that grows out there? Have you seen that one?
This is not bad.
I just want to show I'm also... hang on, we can have a biscuit sandwich.
No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And who cut the wood just for that?
Oh, no.
And why did they have to cut the wood just for that?
Oh, no. That's good. I'm going quite very good. Oh. Hang on a second. Talking about being an environmentalist, this is what we would have eaten years ago, do you know?
But why you had to cut the wood just for that?
For the looks. Presentation. Chef always says presentation is everything. So the thing's got to look good. But hang on. We missed a little point a minute ago, and I've forgotten where we were.
Oh, we were like, why do the earth need humans?
Well, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. Do you believe, like I do, because this is my firm belief, that AI will wipe out the human being?
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Who believes in that? AI will wipe out the human being. Anybody who thinks it won't do, you're living in cuckoo land. No, it's true, because
but I think
do we need us? Do we need you and me? Do we need the human race?
The earth doesn't need, but we need each other.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Pandemia told us that we need each other.
No, apart from loving and having sex with each other, what do we need each other for?
For everything.
But we only argue with each other. Oh, you think we need each other?
That's part of being human, also arguing.
America. Russia. Hang on, before it gets thrown
please.
out. Russia. They've been arguing for 50 years.
For power.
Every other country has been doing the same.
But for power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're very good at killing each other.
Yes, we are.
So why should I care about the humans?
A masterpiece.
It's genius.
But depends how, if we are like looking at each other for power, if we are looking for power, then we will have constantly these things. If we just change our mindset a bit differently, then we will not have this kind of
How's that going to happen? How do you change the mindset of the human being?
Because it changed. It's not that it didn't change. It's like, it's not, it's different now. It's different.
How are we going to change?
I mean, we didn't change because it's still, as we speak, it's the war happening and people are getting killed. So, of course, it didn't change. But still.
No, but forget the war. I'm talking about the psyche of the human being.
Yeah.
We are not stable. We're all nuts. What society, think about it, what society spends all its time, energy and money developing things to kill each other? Yeah. And then they tell us, oh, you've got to have more babies. Why? So we can kill more people.
And then to go...
What's the point?
And then to go in planet Mars.
What are we doing in Mars? Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about Elon Musk.
He said that it's going to cost around 100,000 euro for each of one to go and visit Mars.
I'm going.
That's what he's aiming. That's what he's aiming.
I know where we were.
But then he's not going to have humans, as you said, anymore.
Well,
so what he's going to do?
I know what we're talking about. We were talking about Elon Musk buying Twitter and the effect that that's going to have.
Yeah.
That's going to have a big effect. You know why it's going to have a big effect? Because Elon Musk has said, listen, if you want a voice and you want to be able to speak, here's Twitter. and there's going to be no restrictions, which means Donald Trump is allowed back on. Anybody's allowed back on Twitter. So they're going to offer freedom of speech, which is something I don't feel we have anymore. What do you think? Do you think we've got freedom of speech?
We always have freedom of speech, but just depends on the individual, on the person. If the person finds that courage, which they always are some, yes, but you cannot kill the freedom of speech, never.
You can. It's been killed. Who believes that freedom of speech has been killed? What? Have you just fallen asleep again? What? We got no freedom of speech.
But it's actually, we understood if you have a freedom of speech, it's going to cost you. So somehow we are preparing ourselves that if you have a freedom of speech or you speak the truth, then it's going to cost you. But it didn't kill it, and it will never will. I mean, Putin is trying.
No, it's the West that's trying. Hey, we've gone all from a fun chat show to political, but I want to make my point that freedom of speech has gone. You cannot stand up in front of a camera or a microphone anymore and say what you want to say. Not without being shot. Not without being torn apart on Twitter.
I wasn't shot, and
You're doing good things.
And I cancelled the permit of.
Yeah, but you were dicing. You were dicing with death.
So
there.
I didn't get killed.
You weren't the one that got it in the neck. I got it in the neck from Harvey. I was the one. But listen, let's talk about you for a bit, because I know you're I've read through the whole thing. Let me get my little sheet out.
Okay.
Because as you know, I don't have a good memory, so I've got to look at things.
Why?
Why don't I have a good memory? A birth.
The day of when you said it was day of
Marijuana Day.
Oh, okay.
You shouldn't remember. You should remember. I shouldn't remember.
Oh, okay.
I was told by this lot.
Okay.
They are so helpful. They're very nice. They're nice students, helpful students, nice people.
Reminding you for a day of marijuana.
But listen, I know there's lots of things in your little CV here. Theatre director, movies, NGO, and you got 2 kids.
Yes.
Oh, look, I've got some terrible things on here. 2 kids, and you cook, and you climb. Where? Why?
I just have an energy, and it's just...
Hang on, when's your birthday? We're going to make a little note by this. We're going to ask every guest birthday. What is it?
Okay, May 27th.
May 27th. Do you want to tell us the year, or you don't want to tell us the year?
Yeah, 1976. 46, I will be this year.
Did you get all that quickly? Mathematicians, I can see. 1976, okay. Yeah. So that makes you, what are you, Cancer?
No, Gemini.
Gemini, that's the one. I'm going to look at all of these guests now that we have. I'm going to look at all their star signs and see where we're going. So I know you lived in Canada for a few years. Now to come back after Canada, it's a big thing. How did you feel?
Not just that I lived in Canada, I'm a Canadian also, so I'm very proud.
I object. No, you're a Kosovan.
Yes, I'm also a Kosovar, but I'm also
Canadian passport.
No,
but
I'm a Canadian also.
How?
Because I have the citizen of Canada.
No, but that doesn't make you Canadian.
And I lived there for 13 years.
That makes you a Canadian citizen, but it doesn't make you Canadian. Your roots and heart...
I don't know, I feel like I'm a Canadian.
No, I don't think you do. I don't think you do, because you're back here. And that is amazing, by the way.
Yes, because I also like my country, and I'm a Kosovar too, and then also I wasn't ready when I went to Canada. I wasn't prepared. It wasn't my choice when I left for Canada, because I left in 1998, like during the war time. So that's the time when I left, and I wasn't actually prepared for all those changes, especially all those paperwork that you have to do there.
You can't tell me there's more paperwork in Canada than there is here. I've never seen so much paperwork.
No, come on.
Every time I go anywhere, now I've got a stamp, Chelsea Point stamp, and I know that at some point, you want a coffee? Stamp. Invoice, stamp. You know, I've got to tell you, the first time ever I went into a municipal building in Pristina, it was like 15 years ago. I swear to God, I opened this door and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything.
The people?
Smoking. I've never seen so many.
No,
there was just
I don't think it's happening now. When it was.
No, it doesn't happen now.
No, it doesn't.
You've gone back to smoking in the coffee bars. But let's go back. I want to ask you, what was the big difference you noticed? And could you speak English, by the way, when you went to Canada.
Yes,
what was the
little,
major difference? You say there's a lot of paperwork. Really?
Then we are very social people here, and then over there everybody works like kind of, it's very developed individual life, and if you want to meet someone you have to rebook 2 or 3 weeks earlier.
That's because it's so bloody cold there.
And then
that's
I kind of didn't know anyone, so these are the things, and the whole system is different. Everything is different.
So what about the culture and the people?
Yeah, also that too. Like nobody stares at you. Nobody.
They're not making fleer there, are they?
Nobody judges you what you're doing. Like for example, in Kosovo, like it depends of your profession or with who you hanging around. Yeah, with who you hanging around and who are your friends. So it's a very judgmental environment, and also a lot of very arrogant compared to Canada. In Canada they can even say you're fired, but they're still smiling, you know, and they're making a nice package for you that you're fired. So
yeah, we just dress it up a little bit nicely, don't we?
So yeah, it's a huge difference. But for me, it was mostly because I was just 22 when I arrived in Canada, but it was the social life and all just adjusting, because I was a student.
And you were studying
my
theatre,
parents, they do everything for me before I left. So when I left there, like I didn't know how to cook, to pay bills. What's that?
Well,
to pay bills, like to pay electricity and water. What's that?
Well, that's when you work your arse off. And then everybody's got their hand. Oh, electric, we'll have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And water, we'll have a little bit of that. Oh, taxes, we'll have a little bit of that. Before you know it, a little bit of that is a lot. And you lot will find out when you start working. Can't wait. Go on.
So yeah, then after like almost 13 years, I think after I had my daughter, I just said that, you know, when you don't know somebody and when you don't have a good income, it's extremely hard because also you don't have money to pay the daycare, let's say, and then you constantly...
So hang on, did you have a child when you're on your own, or were you married by this point?
No, I was married when
to an Albanian or Canadian?
Yes, Albanian, like we...
and you both went to Canada together?
We both left there, yeah,
right.
Jointly. So yes, at that time when I had my 2 kids, I was married, and I got divorced when I came back to Kosovo. Isn't that weird? So after a year that I come back in Kosovo, we got divorced.
Why is it, do you think? Because I was doing some reading.
I mean, it's such a complex thing.
No, I mean more general now, because as you know, this is an educational program. I don't know if you know, but it comes up the channel, education, live from Bernica Park. That's why we have all these scientists in the room and stuff. But I was doing some reading about relationships and marriages, you know, and I noticed that the increase in divorce rate between 20 and 30-year-olds now is huge. And you know, hey, I've made some notes. I don't often do things very organised, but I've got them here. Look at this.
Okay.
Listen to this. Britney Spears and Jared Alexandra, how long did their marriage last? Anybody know?
6 months, maybe?
55 hours. It takes longer than that.
55 hours.
It takes longer than that to organise a wedding.
Did they get married in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Drunk and drugged, yeah.
Well,
for sure,
55 hours, right?
Okay.
Then we got Nicolas Cage and Erica Coik. Not Coke, Coik. Erica Coik. 4 days.
4 days,
yeah.
Okay.
And then we got Eddie Murphy and Tracy Emmons. You know Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
4 days.
Okay. They tried.
Nothing. But this is quite normal now. So.
And it should.
But you were at that age, probably. You got divorced through that age. So if you have to give it in a quick snapshot, what went wrong, do you think? Did you get bored of them? Did you get sick of the sight of them? Bored with sex? What?
I just think
That's
that
what happens, by the way.
I just think that I was growing in a differently, and we just didn't kind of match with the ideas of how we see life. And
but how many people genuinely do that, grow together? I think most people do this. Actually, nowadays
and then
it's that
sometimes
really
they
quick.
just come like this. So I don't think that we should just take it so end of the world if people they broke up or they get married and they get divorced. The most important thing is that if they have kids, is not to get stuck in like hating each other and arguing and fighting and all this kind of that happens between them, because it's kids who suffer.
Yeah.
That's the most important part. Otherwise, like, and not everyone is meant for a marriage. And some people, they find out later.
I found out immediately.
And some people, they just like to, you know, do something different, because it is a sacrifice.
Look,
the marriage, it is a sacrifice.
It's bloody hard, isn't it? Being with the same person
I will
day
not
and
say
night.
hard, but it's a challenge. Because depends.
Staying hard is a challenge.
If you understand each other and you accept their individuality, maybe
Wipe that
it's
out.
fine.
No, but can I ask, why do you think it came to an end? Did you get bored, or was there something deeper than that split it up? And were you still in love at the end?
I think I'm in love with all of men that they've been in my life, and I'm
Really?
not with them anymore.
And the ones that aren't? What
But
about the
it's
ones
just that we don't fit anymore. It's just that...
Yeah, but what is it that doesn't fit? Why can't
Depends,
you
because
meet
it's-
somebody when you're 18, right? If you, this is what hang on, just a minute. This might, alcohol, I always find helps a little bit. Why is it that you meet somebody and it's like, and you phone your friends, I've just met this girl. Oh my God, she is incredible. And girls do the
And
same
she
thing.
is.
I just met this guy. Oh my God, he's everything I want, you know. And we all get excited for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Why? Why can't we take that 3 months and bottle it into, for how much easier would it be than all having to go out to clubs and looking at people like this and getting on Tinder and Schminder and Finder, whatever it's called. How much easier would it be? Why is it? I'm asking you because you've been there.
I mean,
why is it you couldn't keep that love, that first 3 months that we all know is magic? Why can't we keep that?
Because again, there are many million things that you cannot keep that. Like, for example, you see the world in a different way, or you want to build your life in a different way. Or mostly it's when it comes to the kids, because the responsibility in our culture, it's in women. And then...
Hang on. Let's just get down to the real thing, which is how the first 3 months of the exciting. Look at her, she's fascinating. Go on. You know, that first 3 months is about sex. That's what it's about.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Who agrees with me? The first 3 months is just about your sex life and how great it is. Yeah. Who agrees? Yeah? Oh, come on, don't be shy. Yes or not? What do you think? No, seriously.
I said no, it's not, I mean, depends on the person.
So what's it about? Discussing
again,
politics and that? You can discuss that with a friend.
No, it's just that you get excited to know somebody.
You get excited,
How
exactly.
they think, what they do.
Yes.
When you do things together. But it's mostly that energy that it's connected into this 3 months. After 3 months, you don't have that energy and that's it. And it's not another word.
I refuse to accept that. No,
Why?
no, I've got plenty of energy.
Trust me, it is much better if you just accept that it is the end and you don't look and analyze. I mean, I did this. Like, why, how, what went wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's wrong.
Well, I mean, a woman says really that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll never know the woman say that.
And by the way, the sex was never a problem. If you really want to know about that, it was never a problem. So we went to even marriage counselor for 2 times, and we went through. But it just didn't go, and that's it. So you just have to not think about it anymore and not analyze it anymore, because sometimes you don't know. You just really don't know why things.
I agree. I'm just wondering if that first 3 months is so magical. 2 things are happening. Either we're fooling ourselves, or it really is fantastic, but we don't know how to keep it together. It's one of the two. How many people do you know that got married that have been married for 40 years?
Oh, many. In Kosovo?
Give over.
In Kosovo?
Yeah, but that's different. They're forced to here. They're too scared to leave. No, it's true. They're too scared to leave. They can't be bothered. They think, oh, well, Arben's all right. He's a bit of an old cacker, but he'll do. That's why there's so many motels here. I've never seen a city with so many motels in my life.
And they're perfectly done. Have you ever been?
No.
No?
Don't look at me like that. I've never been. No, I haven't. Well,
just for curiosity.
No,
curiosity.
I went for curiosity.
Yeah, you see?
I couldn't help it.
So it's just
But
like very like, you just go with the like
car,
it's like
car.
it's something
And the door's
like you're
open, you
doing
go in.
wrong, you're stealing, or you're just like breaking the law or something
Yeah,
like.
how do you
That's
know?
how is it styled? Out of curiosity.
So we both went out of curiosity. That's where I think I've
strange
seen
we
you.
didn't match out of curiosity there. Very strange.
You know what they say in England? Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
And do you know that it's no cure for curiosity?
I hope not, because I'm curious about everything.
That's it's a good thing and bad thing, but
Actually, I'm curious about you, but we haven't got deep yet. We haven't
Deep,
got. We haven't
okay,
got
let's
deep.
go deep.
You know,
Okay.
because obviously marriage and kids is deep. Once you've got past that first 3 months in a relationship, where it's all singing and dancing, and you're on that honeymoon period, then what the idea is to settle into a relationship. Now, do you know what makes a successful marriage? Because I can tell you.
I got divorced, so you want me to tell you the success?
No, you're right. Does anybody know what makes a successful marriage? Because I do genuinely. Well, I don't have the answer. A great financier called Warren Buffett, which I hope you know, and if you don't know, listen to him. But he had the answer. Does anybody know what makes a successful marriage?
Love.
Love?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Respect.
Respect. Anything else? What?
Work,
Honesty?
Consistency.
Work? Why has nobody brought up great sex out of interest?
Well, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Okay, now we got a bit. So anything else? Is there
Without
anything
that, we will not go further. So we
go
don't
nowhere.
Need to.
But do you know what Warren Buffett said? And it's the best piece of advice I've ever heard if you are, any of you, serious about getting married. He said, what you need, if you want a great marriage, is low expectations. Don't look at me like that. I'm not saying, not my words. I think he's right.
And equally to take responsibility somehow. Did he never thought of that, or maybe he had too much
Low
money?
expectations. He's just saying.
Somebody
don't
else was
expect
doing
too
those
much.
things.
You see, do you know what?
Actually, I don't agree with this. I mean, because.
What did you expect? And be honest. What did you expect in your marriage? Sunshine every day, fun, laughter.
No, but
Or
just,
get out of here! I've just cleaned that bit.
No,
Go
it's
into
just
the other room.
to take the responsibilities, because he knew that he got married with a very curious woman.
I can
and
see.
a woman who wants to build her passion, let's say, or whatever she wants. And when you don't have time for that because all the responsibilities are on you, then it's difficulty to kind of build yourself or do something with yourself. You cannot leave, especially when you have kids, everything in only for one person. It will come.
Okay,
Or,
so
or there are some people who they just pretend that they're happy and in love.
No, a lot of people
but-
do that. And if you don't mind me saying, I think a lot of people in Kosovo do that because women don't have the confidence to say, you know what, I'm leaving.
And I don't think that
This generation will have. This generation will grow up with that confidence to say, you know what, it's not working. Hi there, I'm off. It's going, you know?
Cedera.
Jadira. Just what I was going to say. Get the hell out of here. You know, but I think that will change because women do
course.
need to get more confidence. And unfortunately, with the confidence, they need some money to be able to live. And that's one of the main problems. So I see why it's a big problem here, and then I see why there's so many motel rooms. It's true, because everybody knows to go and release. But if you had to be honest and say, well, can you actually put your finger on the button when the marriage ended? Or was it just a slow...
It was
you know,
a slow, because I don't give up easily. So I think I tried for 5 years to
That's a long
the
time.
marriage to work out, and it didn't.
It's our fault. It's men's fault. No, it is. I'm telling you. I'm being honest.
Maybe yes, maybe not. Mostly yes.
I don't believe it. When you're honest with a woman, you still won't accept it. You want to make an
but
argument
I mean,
out of
in
it.
today's world, it's a bit different. Yes, maybe 20 years ago, it was always the man's fault. I think because they kind of lived this sultan life. They thought that their only responsibility is to go to work and come back from work. Like, I don't know any man, or even for my friends, like, for example, when there are these important soccer games, like all of them, they just, even the wives, they know that he's going to go to watch the game with friends. So it's a normal thing.
Is that such a big deal?
So
we want to watch a soccer game?
We still don't have a man who asks the wife, like, in this day I'm going to watch the soccer, will you able to take care of the kids?
Men aren't that organised.
Oh, really? Okay,
well,
then.
Maybe with a football
let's
match,
stay single.
they will know.
Let's stay single.
Oh, come on. A man
yes,
surely,
let's stay single.
A man's allowed to
no,
watch
why
football.
we should be responsible for everything. No, period.
And
then on top of that, if we cheat, for God's sake, if we cheat as a woman.
Terrible. We've got to talk a bit about politics.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going with Albin Courty? Let's name him. Let's not be scared of freedom of speech. If you don't see me tomorrow, by the way, the shtick have come to get me.
Or if you don't see me anymore.
You and I will be in the same cell.
Or if we are not here, he's in England, I'm in Canada.
Yeah, but it's not my fault. And they will tell them, it's not my fault. It was your fault for bringing this up. But how do you think he's doing? I mean, we don't believe he's corrupt. Which you don't like.
I mean, I'm not this person who I get, like, I make an idol or something like that of any politician. I really wanted him to be as a prime minister and take the government because it was a time for change. And now he has 4 years to show us this change. There are some small changes that I've noticed, but still, you have to understand that after how many years of corruption, now the corruption is also in society. Also, the citizens are involved. Forget about the officials in the institution. And then we have these laws that these officials, that they have a permit contract and you cannot kick them out just like that. And you have to be you have to have a monitoring strategy, a very strong monitoring strategy.
Hang on. What is
which
corruption?
I think.
Tell me what corruption. Look around this room. How many people in this room do you think will be corrupt in the next 5 years?
Sometimes you don't even. The corruption is so deep in this country that sometimes you are involved in the corruption and you are not even aware that
Have you taken a cash job? Yes, like everybody else has taken cash work. Hey, I'll let you into a little secret before we go, because we get to the point where my producer starts jumping up and down going, I don't even know what that means. I've got a feeling it's an American
thing. You got that.
Oh, time.
Okay,
you got time out, you know. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you something before we finish. And I can't mention any names here. I'll go to prison myself. But I went to the House of Commons, which, you know, the House of Commons in England, it's our parliament. And I went to see an MP who's a friend of mine. And I'd just done some kind of building works for him. And he said, come to the Houses of Parliament and we'll have dinner in the, you know, the proper, very posh dining room.
Of course.
At the end of the meal, this is true, like, he got out, he said, and there you are, Alan, thank you for the works. He brought the money out in cash. No income tax, no VAT, and that was in front of probably 50 other people. No other MP, they didn't even blink. They just went, oh, hello, Harold. Do you have some cash for me for questions? Yeah.
So imagine when that happened in England, imagine what happens in Kosovo.
It's just on a different scale. On England, it's on a bigger scale. In America, it's up there. And in Canada, it's
but
right
I mean, I totally understand that.
Which is true.
Yeah, but still, in Canada, they provide the basic needs for citizens. In Kosovo, they don't. We don't even have essential things for our living. So it's a huge difference. And we shouldn't be now saying, but each country is corrupted. And also, no.
No, I agree. That is not the problem.
Yeah.
But what you need to do, if you don't mind me saying, as politically motivated, you need to be attracting people back home. I'm Jewish, right? And when Israel was declared an independent state, like Kosovo was in 2000 and when was it? 8? I can't remember.
2008.
Israel, within 3 years, doubled its population. And Kosovo hasn't even got the same number. And that's the problem. You need to bring people home. Forget about the corruption. It will change over years. But you know what? You came home. And for that reason, you're one of our heroes. And I hope you all agree with that. So I want to say a big thank you to Flutra. I'm sorry we've run out of time, but we'll see you next week. We ran out of time. We could have talked.